Just because something is stanky doesn't mean it will always be stanky. That is especially true of magic cards. Back in the old core sets, we had many good tribal lords. Some of these look very familiar. Goblins, elves, merfolk. These lores propelled these tribes to be modern staples, except for one of them, which is ironic because it arguably has the best ability, giving all their knights +1/+1 indestructible. And it turns out making your creatures unkillable is pretty good. But when Knight Exemplar came out 13 years ago, there were simply no good knights. The few knights that were playable cost a nutload, and were these odd niche cards that did not synergize well in the tribal deck. But by printing this powerful Knight Lord, wizards back themselves into a corner, because in traditional fantasy, knights are pretty important, and sooner or later we would have to get some good knights. But perhaps that time has already come, and therefore, so shall we. The first big addition, Adeline, a very powerful knight that says, take a spell fire creatures, and we make a token whenever we attack. And because Adeline has vigilance, giving it indestructible means it's relevant for attacking and defending. But that's not the only knight. We also have the new Knight-Errant of Eos, a knight with Convoke that says, when it enters, we look at the top 6 cards of the library, and put up to 2 creatures in hand, depending on how many creatures we tapped. Then there's a Knight Dauntless Bodyguard, which we can sack to get a creature indestructible. And there's Venerable Knight, that puts a counter on a knight when it goes to Jesus. The rest of our creatures are not knights, but even with 1 or 2 indestructible creatures, it's still pretty powerful. But we're not only a knight deck, but also a human deck, with the help of some classics, as well as a new human, Coppercoat Vanguard, giving our other humans +1/+0 in ward, fantastic at protecting Exemplar, also working with Sentinel draws cards, and there's Shining Shoal, which can redirect damage by exiling a white card from hand. That's why there's Emeria's Booty Call, and also working well with Knight-Errant. And lastly, Mutavault, because it has no creature types, Exemplar gives it indestructible. How sexy is that? And for sideboard, we have Artifact Hate, Unfair Deck Hate, Mill Hate, and Graveyard Hate. That's a deck. And for the first time ever, let's try and make knights a thing in Modern. And now off we go. Opening hand, 2 lands for a keep. Start with Bodyguard and it looks like it's 5 color humans. Champion meh. Play Coppercoat, and swing for 3, and just pray we draw a land. Reflection Mage, bouncing Coppercoat, and making it so we can't play it for a turn. That's not a land. Alright, play Champion, and then we'll pass. Opponent plays Jaina. They can sack to give indestructible. We take 3, and praise Jesus, there's a land. Play Adeline, can swing. Opponent takes 5. But Jaina will make things tricky. Opponent Sentinel. And another Reflection Mage. But our opponent is losing life from the lands. Interesting, they bounced Champion. If only they knew what was in our hand. Exemplar time. And both our creatures have indestructible. Our opponent must be feeling pretty pregnant. Opponent chomps. What? Opponent plays Vile? Are they committing seppuku? They're at 4. But they do draw 2. And they could use Vile instead of their lands. So that does make sense. Another land, perfect. Like my uncle always says, it's time to unload. Player Knight. Sexy smexy. We'll take these 2. Swing. Opponent goes 1. With Thalia's Lieutenant. Buffing their board. Well, let's go for it. Play Coppercoat. And make Vault. And there's a Seed. Going into game 2 is bringing Priest for Vile. We'll task game 2. Opening hand, no turn to play. But Adeline double Exemplar will keep. They play Champion. Lieutenant nice. We'll play our Champion. Thalia's Lieutenant, they kept that in. Okay. Need Vault for us. Play Lieutenant. Do we swing here? Yeah, I think so. Meddling Mage. Don't name Adeline, please. They named Knight-Errant, sure. They didn't attack with Thalia, interesting. Well, we had a line. So I'm the Champion. They go to 10. Thalia's Lieutenant. Opponent passes. And now Exemplar. Buffing Adeline. Swing with Adeline. Opponent chomps. No, Dismember. But Adeline will survive, what? Unless the opponent's just giving up. Daddy would be fine with that. Opponent digs with Wormwalker. Letting them play humans from the top of the deck. But tragically for opponent. Another Exemplar. We'll swing out. And after relentless teabagging, there's a concede. It does pain me to beat the child we birthed into the world, but it was a win. And now it's on the next match. Opening hand, a lot of lands. We do have Mutavault, so we'll keep. Start with Bodyguard. And Thoughtseize. If their blue deck is a good thing, they have Cavern. Champion nice. Swing for 2. Opponent be 13. Daddy has an idea that's thick like brick. Play Bodyguard. Please no removal. Because if not, salty. That's so racist, we'll bottom it. And make Mutavault. 5 for 5. Opponent plays their chains. And what? They have Feigned Death and Graveyard? They're a Grief combo deck, but they're blue-black. Opponent digs. Putting Archon in Graveyard. And they pass. And Shining Shoal, perfect. Land time. With a 1. And there's a concede. That Feigned Death concerns me. Because for it to be worth it, they have to have a lot of creatures. Even though we didn't see any. We'll risk it and take out Shoal. Bringing in Priest without game 2. Opening hand, we have Sanctifier. And double Exemplar will keep. Champion nice. We'll play Champion. And tasty Turek. With protection from white. With Sanctifier time. And they'll pass. Opponent passes. Another Sanctifier. I wonder if they have counter. We'll find out, but first we'll swing for 2. Play Bodyguard. Opponent's thinking long and hard here. Bodyguard hits. We'll protect Champion. We'll play Venerable Knight as well. And then we'll pass. Please no damnation. Nobody plays that card anymore, right? Grief, sure. Taking Sanctifier? What? Not the Knight-Errant or the indestructible cards. They also buff ACT. And Coppercoat. This will be most smexy. Play Coppercoat. And try for Knight-Errant. Do they have subtlety? Yep, they sure do. We need a land, so we'll bottom it. And we'll pass. Opponent spikes us for 6. They do have damnation. No, we needed to play Exemplar. We needed our 3rd land. We'll give Champion indestructible. One card in our opponent's hand. Land nice. Play Exemplar. Playing for 6. And if we can just get the second one out, we'll be looking thick like brick. Opponent digs. Putting Archon in graveyard. And takes CT. Forcing a discard. That's unfortunate. Coppercoat will take it. With protection from white. We'll have to send it back. Opponent draws a land. Containment pretty nice. We'll go for the swing. Opponent soaks up the 8. Down to 6. Opponent passes. Flash and Priest. And now swing out. Oh, never mind. There's a seed. We really just got right up in the butt cheeks, you know what I'm saying? So we on to the next spanking. Opening hand, 4 lands, but we'll try it. Opponent starts with Channeler. And Lieutenant nice. We'll play our Knight and pass. Sprite Dragon. So they're an aggro deck. We'll attempt to block. That worked okay. But oof, another land. Alright, we'll play Lieutenant and pass. Opponent's Monastery. Hits us for 2. And plays a Soulscar Mage. Shining Shoal nice. Play Lieutenant. And make me Mutavault. And then we'll pass. There's a Bolt. Do we redirect that? Probably not. 1 card left in their hand. And Thunderworld Breach. So we can get back to the Lightning Bolt. Taking out our Lieutenant. We'll Soul the Sprite Dragon. Beautiful. And now we're kind of in a stinky dinky spot. We'll have to pass. And what? They swing. We could animate Mutavault as a 3/3. Do they not see that? Or they have something in hand? I suppose we'll take this. We'll have a Sharpshoot. Could be worse. Speaking of worse. Alright, we'll hold the Knight and pass. Opponent swings again. We'll risk it and say no blocks. And kill the Soulscar Mage. They pop the Lava Shard. And we go to 1. Another land. Oh my gosh. This feels bad. Animate Mutavault. And play Knight-Errant. What we whiff. Pretty much anything kills us here. Channeler. And yep, they have us. So game 2 it is. Going to game 2 is we're going to Sanctifier. We'll have game 2. Opening hand, 1 land. But we have Emeria's Booty Call and Sanctifier, so we're going to keep. Esper Sentinel. Opponent play Channeler. Mutavault, not bad. This be a bit risky. We'll play Bodyguard. Play Booty Call, tap and pass. Opponent plays Bobble. Paying our tax. Prismatic Ending. They so naughty. But it's better Sentinel than Sanctifier. And a Lava Shard in graveyard. And another Wobble. Knight-Errant, that's good. Now Sanctifier time. They Lava Shard now or never. Never. Swing for 2. And then send it back. Opponent plays Sprite Dragon. Swing for 1, sure. And plays Monastery. Venerable Knight for us. We'll play it. And then play Knight-Errant. Honey Adeline and Sentinel good. Although Soul will be a bit tricky now. Opponent digs Federation. And plays Bolt. Targeting us. Do we Shining Shoal? I'd like to take out the dragon. But they could just play something else here. We'll say no redirect. And they dig with light of the stage. Finding 2 ways to dig. And now that's super risky. We'll block with Knight-Errant. We gotta pitch one of these. I really like both. But if we want to win, we're gonna have to be aggressive here. So we'll pitch the Exemplar. Opponent concedes. Okay. So game 3 it is. Opening hand, oh my gosh. It's actually pretty strong. With no lands other than Booty Call, we'd be bolting ourselves down to 14. Unless we top deck a land. Shoal does make it tempting. This feels like a huge mistake, but we'll keep. Not a land, but a second Shoal. We'll put out Sentinel and pray for a land. Lava Shard. Do we redirect that? I could just flash it back. We'll say no redirect. And that's not a land. Alright, we'll tap Booty Call. Play Champion and pass. Opponent digs with Federation. Finding Bubble. Opponent passes. Venerable Knight. Esper Vanguard. They Lava Shard now. Interesting. They didn't float any mana. This feels really dirty-dir. We'll Soul. Sending 1 back at them. Swing for 3. It'll pass. Opponent plays Soulscar Mage. So then passes. Okay, please land for daddy. It's not a land. This be super risky. So swing for 3. Opponent takes it. Okay. Opponent bounces Coppercoat. Sure. And Prismatic Ending. Darn. They're really getting in our butt cheeks real good here. But it's not over till the Fat Lady queefs. Oh my gosh, not a land. We'll play Coppercoat and pass. We have to exile. You know what? Sure, we could use a land. And Underworld Breach. Getting back Bobble. Mutagenic Growth. Please tap out here. And get rid of that Vapor Snag. We go to 1. Flashing back Growth again. Isn't this lovely? Shining Shoal. And somehow victory is ours. My gosh, that's too funny. We're getting our ass cheeks absolutely clapped and then turn it around while we're tapped out. It's pretty crazy. And now it's on to the next one. Opening hand, no turn 1 play. Well, we'll try it and hope for a top deck. It's Hammer. This could be tough. Ornithopter, enters a Saga. And Stoneforge. Finding Colossus Hammer. And there's Champion. We're most certainly clapped once they find Shadow Spear. Our opponent swings and plays their Hammer. And with the Shadow Spear coming, our opponent has us. Game 2 it is. Going into game 2 is we're going to artifact 8 with game 2. Opening hand, very land heavy. We do have Cathar Commando, so we're going to keep. Play Sentinel and pass. We'll play Ornithopter and passes. Knight, okay. Play Sentinel and a Knight. And it'll pass. And they have Booty Call and Stoneforge. Finding calls are complete. That's a bummer. Eiganjo nice. What happens if we swing out here? Blocks like that? Sure. Then we'll have to pass. Here comes calls are complete with Indestructible. Very unfortunate. But they attack here. Sure. Here comes Cathar. What a land. Well. And make Mutavault. And swing out. Solitude. Exiling Mutavault. Interesting. And they pitch Pierce Hill in the process? Are they giving up on the Hammer this game? And going all in on calls are complete? Perhaps. And what? They block the Knight and not Cathar, which is a 3-1? That's why. Pitching a second Pierce Hill. They exile Cathar. And they go to 12. They attack for 5 again. And Venerable Knight, sure. But I have done a thick idea. So I'm with the team. Opponent blocks like that, but Eiganjo. And why Surge? It's top deck. Giving this up hexproof. But at least we draw a card. And do we play Booty Call here? We might need Shoal to win it. unit. So we'll say no booty call. One finds Inkmoth, and swing for 5. Lieutenant, nice. Player Knight, play Lieutenant, and a swing. Will they block with Inkmoth? They're thinking about it, because the double block will be pretty good here. Indeed. We'll pick up some Forge, in exchange for Sentinel, and they swing for 5 again. Really? Putting us at 5. Ooh, and they play Ornithopter. Oh, a Knight Exemplar. That could come in handy. But if they attack, we're gonna have to block. So we'll just play Loose Lauren here, taking out Ornithopter. We'll swing out, forcing our opponent to chump. Maybe we should have held back with Lieutenant, but we should be pretty safe here. Uh-oh, opponent swings. We'll block and try and just take 4. Okay. And opponent concedes, so we'll have to sell things in game 3. We're going to game 3, swing one more Shoal, that's game 3. Opening hand, no artifact hate. So we do have Shoal, so we're gonna keep. Need a vault for us. We'll sell our champion and pass. Oh, some Forge. Uh-oh, finding Shadow Sphere. Oh, champion. Play it, as well as Bodyguard. Swing for 3. And now let's see what opponent's got. Oh, opponent passes. Very suspicious. Play Lieutenant. No, Solitude. Taking out that champion. And we need a vault to buff it. And this could be interesting. We'll swing. Oh, that could be Mystic. Finding Caldera. They block. If we use Shoal here and send 5 damage back to the token, it should still be combat damage, causing us to exile. Shining Shoal. Send 5 back to the germ. Oh, triggered. How sexy was that? We're not safe just yet. Oh, Pure Seal. If they can get 2 more artifacts here, they can equip for 0. Shoot. Oh, one passes. And darn, another Mutavault. We have to kill Pure Seal here, because next turn they will have 3 artifacts. So with no white cards in hand, we're gonna have to rely on the hard cast. Swing for 8. I don't see why they'd block though. They do chump, but redirecting 1's not enough. We'll have to pass. They play Shadow Spear, drawing them a card in their equipping. They equip everything, and they swing. There's a lot of things that can go wrong here. They could just give Hexproof, stopping Shoal, and some decks run Mana Tithe, so that's pretty rare. And there's a Construct we'll get next turn, so it'd be better to reject 2 instead of 1, in case their life gets too low. Alright, we'll risk it. Cathar with Shoal. If this goes through, we'll get exiled, but they will gain a nut little life. Our opponent's thinking long and hard here, probably about something that's also long and hard. Shoal resolves. It was Paladin. Oh, and Cathar to Commando. So we're gonna take out the Saga. We'll swing. No, with Solitude. Taking out our champion. We'll play Catheter and take out the Saga. Wonderful. Oh shoot, they find another. But Adeline will take it, play it, and swing. Now it'd be a 16, so the Saga's a problem, because it'd be a 4-4 here. Oh no, they have a cycle on. What? They exile Adeline, okay. Interesting. We can put them at 3 here. 4-4 if we play Sentinel. We'll put them at 4, and maybe vault, and we'll pass. So here's where things get tricky. Opponent goes into Root, makes a Construct, but then passes. Interesting. Oh, and Bodyguard. But it's strange they didn't give lifelink, and they can't gain 3 life either. Do we play Bodyguard, or just swing out? A 6-6 would be nice. So an extra attacker, but maybe they have a path to exile. This feels risky. We'll send a Bodyguard, and swing out. And victory's ours! That was intense, and it also means we're going for the 5-0. And now it's off to the finals. Opening hand, 1 land. So a very good 1 land hand, so we're gonna keep. Full point cycles, and it looks like Living End. Taking our Lieutenant. In a land, we'll take it. We'll champion, play the Knight, and swing for 3. One passes. Bodyguard, sure. We'll play it, and swing out. They go to 5. They discard a dig. 4 creatures in graveyard, will they pop off here? Yeah. We'll put Bodyguard in graveyard. But the problem is that Grief, because they're gonna take our Shoal. Oh, will they take Exemplar? They probably have counter in hand then. Another Shoal. Not looking great for us. Opponent swings. We'll say big Coxable blocks. Mutavault, darn. We'll have to pass. Opponent swings out. We'll have to chump. Oh, well, they buff for lethal. So game 2 it is. Unfortunately, Containment Priest doesn't work against Living End. We'll bring in all these for all these. Last game 2. Opening hands, no Osinki, will mull. This is slightly better. No sideboard cards though. So I say we mull. Oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. No lands will mull. Alright, sure, we'll keep it. Very risky. But we'll go down to 1 land. Our hand is so small. But Yoda says size matters not. Opponent cycles. Oh god. Play Bodyguard. And swing for 2. Opponent passes. You've gotta be kidding me. No. These are the worst draws. Alright, we'll swing for 4. On digs. Passes. Oh. Play it. Opponent cycles. And maybe they don't have a way to play Living End this turn. Never mind. Oopsie poopsies. And yep, they have us. Darn, all we needed was a land. Perhaps it's in the bottom booty call. But we needed to keep some creature to threaten our opponent. So close. But 4-1's not bad. There we have it. The results were good, even if there was a lot of luck involved. But was Exemplar worth it? I'd say yes, but barely. If we could just get 1 or 2 more good nights, then I think we'd be looking thick like brick. And there's some good news there, because in the Lord of the Rings set coming out in 2 weeks, there will be knights, and some of them look pretty good. It's gonna be most gangster. So be sure to check back soon. And until next time, stay to me thick.